Hello, everyone. Welcome to Go English. I'm Mizu, and here on this channel, we learn simple, practical English that you can actually use in real life.
Hi everyone, I'm Lucas. Welcome back, learners from all around the world. And now I'm here, excited to learn English together with you.
Lucas, before we start, let me ask you something. How's your day going so far? Busy, relaxed, or somewhere in the middle?
It's a bit busy, but in a good way. I woke up early, had some coffee, answered a few messages, talked with people at work, and now I'm here. A normal day, but a nice one.
I like that. And I just noticed something interesting. You didn't use one long sentence. You used short sentences, one after another, but it sounded very smooth.
Yes, exactly. I wasn't trying to sound perfect. I was just connecting my ideas naturally.
And that's actually the problem for many English learners. They try to make long sentences, they think too much, and then they stop talking.
So today, we're going to show you how to connect sentences in English the easy, real-life way, so you can speak more smoothly and feel more confident.
If you enjoy learning English like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Go English. Now, let's jump into today's lesson.
All right, let's stop thinking and start connecting our English.
Lucas, let me ask you something. Why do many English learners still sound unnatural, even when their grammar is actually correct?
Because they speak in pieces. They say one sentence, then stop. Then another sentence, then stop again. They think about each sentence in their head before speaking, so the conversation loses its flow.
Ah, yes. So it's not really a grammar problem, it's more a connection problem.
Exactly. And here's the key idea for today. You don't need longer sentences. You need better connections.
Let's show them what that means. First, a simple example.
Okay, listen to this. I woke up. I was tired. I went to work. Everything is correct, but it sounds a bit robotic.
Now listen to this. I woke up and I was tired, but I still went to work. Same ideas, but much smoother.
And this problem is even more obvious in business English.
Yes, let's take a business example.
All right. First, the broken version. I had a meeting this morning. It was long. We talked about sales. We made a decision.
Grammatically correct, but not very professional, right?
Now listen to the connected version. I had a long meeting this morning and we talked about sales, so we made a decision at the end.
Same information, same meaning, but now it sounds clear, confident, and natural.
That's why connecting sentences matters so much, especially at work. Meetings, emails, presentations, smooth English makes a big difference.
Lucas, when I'm talking and I want to continue my story, not stop, what's the easiest word I can use?
The easiest one is and. You use and when you ask yourself, okay, what happened next?
So, and is not about grammar, it's about continuing the idea.
Exactly. Listen to this. I went shopping and bought a luxury bag. One action, then the next one.
Oh, wow, that sounds exciting already.
Another example. She smiled and said nothing. Two actions, one moment.
I like that. It feels smooth, calm, and easy to listen to.
Yes, and helps your listeners stay with you. It says, I'm not finished yet.
So if you don't know what connector to use, start with and. It's simple, safe, and very natural. Lucas, sometimes I want to say something, but then there's a twist. What connector do I use for that feeling?
That's easy. Use but. But is perfect when something is different, opposite, or surprising. It's like saying, oh, but wait a second.
Ah, so it's not just grammar, it's the feeling, like a little surprise or contrast.
Exactly. Listen to this. I wanted to go out, but it was raining. You see, everything was planned and then rain.
Yes, that but really gives the feeling of, I can't.
Another one. He's quiet, but very friendly. Quiet at first, then boom, very friendly.
Oh, I love that. It's like storytelling in English. You don't just say facts, you add a little twist with but.
Exactly. And here's a fun everyday example. I went shopping, but didn't find the luxury bag I wanted. Immediate contrast, very natural, and people understand your feeling right away.
So remember, but is your little twist word. It shows contrast, surprise, or even a small disappointment. Very easy to use, very natural. Lucas, sometimes I tell a story and then want to show what happened next. Which connector should I use for that?
That's so. So is perfect when you want to show the result of something. It answers the question, okay, then what happened?
Ah, so it's like saying, and because of that, this happened.
Exactly. Listen to this. I was tired, so I went home early. Simple, right? You feel why something happened.
Yes, that's very natural. Like real life. Another one. It was late, so we stopped talking. Sometimes you just need one word, so, to connect your ideas smoothly. Ooh, let me try a fun one. I went shopping all morning, so I finally got the luxury bag I wanted.
Perfect. See? You just told the story, gave the reason, and showed the result. Supernatural, very lively.
And that's the magic of so. It's short, easy, and makes your English sound like real conversation. People can feel your story.
Yes, and if you combine it with and or but, your sentences become really smooth and expressive.
Lucas, sometimes I tell someone what happened, and then I want to explain why. Which word should I use for that?
That's easy. Use because. It's perfect when you answer the question, why did that happen?
Ah, okay. So I say the result first and the reason comes after?
Exactly, and that's very natural. Native speakers usually say the action first, then the reason.
Can you show me a simple example?
Sure, listen. I stayed home because I felt sick. See? The action first, the reason after. Very relaxed.
Oh, that's so easy. And it even makes me sound like I'm telling a little story to a friend.
Exactly. Another one. She smiled because she was happy. Small action, simple reason, very natural.
Oh, let me try a funny one. I ate all the chocolate because it was Monday, and Monday is hard.
Perfect. That's the spirit. See, because is not about grammar pressure. It's about giving your reason naturally and sometimes humorously.
So remember, tell the action first, then explain the reason with because. It's simple, smooth, and you can even add a little fun.
Exactly.
And if you mix it with and, but, or so, your English will sound very lively and real.
Lucas, sometimes I can't decide. I don't know what to do. How do I give options in English?
That's when you use or. Or is perfect when you want to show choices.
Ah, so it's like saying, I have two options. What should I pick?
Exactly. Listen to this. We can eat now or later. Simple, right? Choice is clear.
Very natural. I can even imagine a friend saying that while looking at a pizza.
Yes. Another example. Call me or send a message. You don't care which way, as long as I know.
Oh, let me try a funny one. I can go jogging or eat ice cream. Maybe ice cream wins today.
Perfect. That's the fun part of English. Or gives you options and sometimes excuses to choose the fun one.
So remember, or is simple. You give choices, make decisions, and it keeps your conversation lively.
Yes. Combine it with and, but, so, or because, and your English is smooth, natural, and full of personality.
Lucas, quick question. We're learning connectors like and, but, so, because. But do native speakers use them all the time when they speak?
Not always. Most of the time, yes, connectors are very useful. But sometimes you don't need to find the perfect connector. You can connect ideas naturally by using a short pause and your intonation.
So sometimes the connection is not in the word, but in the voice.
Exactly. For example, listen to this. I was really tired. Didn't sleep well last night. There's no connector, but the idea is still clear and natural.
Yes, and it sounds like real conversation, not like someone thinking too hard about grammar.
Right. And sometimes native speakers also use short follow-up sentences instead of connectors.
Can you give us an example?
Sure. I met her yesterday. Very nice person. 2 short sentences, 1 idea, very smooth.
I like that. It feels relaxed and confident.
And this is important to remember. Native speakers do this sometimes. They don't always search for the perfect connector. They just keep the idea moving.
So learn connectors. Use them often, but don't stop speaking just because you can't find the perfect one.
Lucas, we've learned all these connectors, but I see many learners still struggle. Tell me, what should learners stop doing?
Oh, so many things. First, don't overuse and. Like this. I went shopping and I bought a bag and I went home and I took a bath. Way too much. 1 and is enough.
Yes, too many ands make you sound like a robot, not like a real person talking.
Exactly. Another mistake is making super long sentences. Example, I went shopping, I saw a bag, I wanted it, I bought it, I paid for it, I carried it home. Way too long and hard to follow.
Oh, yes, that's exhausting just to listen to.
And one more thing. Thinking too much before speaking. Like, okay, now I'll say this. No, wait, maybe that. Okay, then you pause, and the conversation dies.
So, what's the solution?
Keep it simple. 2 or 3 ideas are enough. First, say it, then connect, and finally, continue. That's it.
Ah, so the secret is flow, not perfection. Speak, connect, and keep the story moving.
Yes, smooth English is better than perfect English. And remember, small pauses or short sentences are totally fine.
And don't worry if you mess up a connector. Just keep going. People will understand and it'll sound natural. Lucas, let's see how all these connectors work in a real conversation. Can we do a mini dialogue?
Of course. Let's imagine a normal day at work. Or maybe the weekend. Something fun.
Hey, Lucas, how was your morning?
Oh, I woke up late, but I still made it to the office on time. I grabbed a coffee and checked my emails. Then I had a long meeting, so I was a bit tired afterward.
Why did you wake up late?
I woke up late because my neighbor's loud music kept me awake last night.
That's rough. So what words helped connect your sentences?
Let's see. But, then, and, so, because, plus a little pause here and there.
What about your weekend? Any plans?
I wanted to go shopping, but it was raining. I could stay home or go to a cafe instead. I chose the cafe, so I got some work done while drinking coffee.
Nice choice. And why the cafe?
Because it's cozy and quiet. Perfect for planning next week.
So which connectors did you use here?
But, or, so, because, and, plus short pauses to make it sound natural.
Lucas, tell me one small but fun decision you made this weekend.
I went to the bakery. I could have bought a cupcake or a chocolate croissant. I chose the croissant, so I'm happy now.
Very important decision. Which connectors did you use?
Or, and so, plus a little pause before the punchline.
See, that's how connectors make your English flow naturally. You don't need perfect grammar or long sentences. Just think, say it, connect the ideas, and keep going.
Exactly. And remember, use and, but, so, because, or, and even pauses. That's all you need to sound smooth and confident in English.
All right, friends, now it's your turn. Let's practice connecting sentences. Don't worry, it's fun, and you don't need to memorize anything. Just speak naturally.
Yes, we'll give you a few short ideas, and your job is to connect them into one smooth answer. Ready?
Here are the first ideas. I was tired. I finished work late. I went home.
How would you say that in smooth English? You can use and, but, so, because, or even just a short pause.
For example, you could say, I was tired and I finished work late, so I went home.
Perfect. Very natural. Or you could say it like this. I finished work late. I was really tired, so I went home early.
See? Same ideas, different ways to connect them. Don't worry about saying it exactly like us. Just focus on making it smooth and natural.
Exactly. And here's a small tip. Say it, connect the ideas, and keep going. Don't pause for too long, and don't overthink.
Now it's your turn. Try connecting the ideas in your own way, then comment below and share your sentence with us. Let's practice together.
And remember, it's totally okay to laugh at your mistakes. That's part of learning. The more you play with connectors, the more natural your English will sound.
All right, friends, let's wrap it up. Remember, English isn't about perfect sentences. It's about letting your ideas flow.
Exactly. When you connect your thoughts, your English sounds more natural. Don't get stuck thinking about every single word.
Right. Just think about what you want to say next. Say it and connect it with and, but, so, because, or even with a short pause.
And don't worry if you mess up a connector. Even native speakers do that sometimes.
You don't need to speak fast. English is not a race. Just connect your ideas one by one, and you'll start to sound more confident and natural.
Practice a little every day. Don't stress too much, and your English will improve before you even realize it.
And if you enjoy learning this way, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Go English.
See you in the next Go English lesson. Keep smiling and keep speaking English.
Yes, and next time we'll connect even more fun ideas together.
Bye for now.